are live with the final stream for Madden NFL 26, in which we're going to take the Arizona Cardinals to the Super Bowl. And they haven't been to a Super Bowl since 2008 on this game, when they lost to the Steelers 23-27. 2009, 2008, whichever one you want to say. That was the last time that the Cardinals were in the Super Bowl final, Super Bowl finalists losing, sadly. But we've got a big opportunity for this stream to make history for the Arizona Cardinals, for them to win their first ever Super Bowl crown. And we kick things off with the divisional playoff final, as we get to play. We'll be playing the San Francisco 49ers. I'll just go really quick, show the playoff bracket, and this is how it goes. It will be the Arizona Cardinals who get the first round bye into the divisional playoffs. They will be playing the San Francisco 49ers. The Detroit Lions will play the Philadelphia Eagles. The Tennessee Titans will play the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cincinnati Bengals will play the Los Angeles Chargers. In the AFC Championship Division, the NFC Championship Division, it is between Phoenix, San Francisco, Detroit, and Philadelphia. And of course, make sure to follow me on all my platforms. Kiera Slayin. At Muses Little Bitch on Twitter to keep up to date with when I will be going live. Goddess_Kiera on both YouTube and Twitch. Highly recommend subscribing, setting your alerts for both of them channels so that you are up to date on 1, when the VODs get exported to YouTube. 2, you keep up to date with my YouTube channel, which I also post the all of the schedules for each month, as well as when I'm going to go live, stream announcements that I will be going live, etc. As well as Twitch. Set your alerts so that you do not miss a stream for the rest of this year, because I have all of September booked, I have all of October booked, and I have all of November booked ahead of time. Will be happening for the schedules and what will be happening for future streams. Make sure to tune up if you want to keep up to date with stuff like Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, fucking WWE 2K26 Universe Mode. Set your... Do not miss a single stream. I'm going to be playing all of the games tonight as we against the San Francisco 49ers. Huge clash. If you don't remember from the last stream, we did 8 hours in which we completed the entire NFL season, with that being away at the Raymond Brown Arena, home of Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there's my record, a 16 win and only a single defeat. Huge opportunity for my team to reach the Super Bowl. And let us play ball against 11-6 49ers, who we did beat. In the last conquered San Francisco, we did really well against the California teams. With the Chargers, we beat the Rams, we beat... The only team we really lost No, actually, no. We did well against every California-based team that we've come up against. We've gave them a game. That Bengals game that I simulated seems to have been the closest. Obviously, the Bucks game as well. Sadly, couldn't get back into it. By then, the Bucks just romped to a win. We did get a few on the score, but it's not enough at the end of the day. We did lose that game. That's a brilliant Hail Mary pass by Brock Purdy there, the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. We've got to hold on to this lead, potentially prevent a warning shot by the 49ers, getting revenge over the last time we played, which was in the league. A big win over the 49ers en route to our dominant streak, unbeaten at hopefully we don't succumb to our second ever defeat and our first ever home defeat. A shocking field goal. And we've roughed the kicker. That is a penalty towards the 49ers. They have a golden shot in this first quarter. Nearly 3.5 minutes on the clock to get the touchdown in this huge divisional championship. Donalds will want to hope on and prevent a upset, and it's unfortunately San Francisco lead. It's a great pass and a great catch, and it just is in the Cardinals' end zone, and the 49ers lead 6-0 and potentially could be adding another number on their notch. Unfortunately, it is 7-0. This is the problem that Arizona had against the Bucks. So hopefully, there can be a comeback. There can be some spirited fight from this really fantastic Arizona team. Kyler Murray coming on now. This is wonderful by the Cardinals to get back into this game. Oh, just shoved off. Murray. He's going. Number 6. Great rush, 17 yards, making much needed progress if the Cardinals want to advance on to the NFC Championship final. Oh, and just taken out. And we're into 1 minute of the first quarter. Of course, only 4 quarters in the National Football League, and he is close. Brilliant spirit and fight by this Arizona team. And it is a touchdown and a half. The Cardinals are back. This is a team who have So long. And it is a 7-7. There's me, the coach, just high-fiving my team. Happy enough. Doing way better. Last time we were 7-0 down, we could not get back into it against the Bucks. We'll be hoping to do a little bit more better against this 49ers team.
And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much.
Of course, the Arizona Cardinals, a very poor preseason, losing all 3 games, but preseason is preseason, and it doesn't really matter that much. What really happens is throughout the season and the post. And that is a fumble and a half, but the 49ers get back onto it, and it's once again the 49ers go down, and this time from a sack by Josh Sweat. Or Josh Sweet. Now we head into the final few seconds of the first quarter. It is tied 7 apiece. There we are, 7 apiece.
Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
And here we go for quarter number 2 of this 4-quarter game of football. As the Arizona Cardinals look to
And they get to this one inside the 10. They stopped it right at the 9-yard line.
reach the Super Bowl for the first time since 2009. And they lost to the Steelers. Brilliant run. He's going again. He is, but he gets shoved out. And oh, it was very sloppy, very delayed. Niners doing incredibly well to hold off this tough, challenging Cardinals side. Brilliant run there. We're so close to where we need to be. Get another set of points on the board. And it is a touchdown of the most epic and mighty of proportions. as we go up by an extra 7. Of course, if we are playing the Pro Bowl, I will be simulating that game. It might be the only one I'll simulate. Even then, we didn't get to play the Pro Bowl in Madden NFL 22 because we weren't in the Pro Bowl, despite storming the league, getting through into the wild card in the playoffs, won the wild card, won the playoff semi, won the final to win the championship, and then we win the Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Super Bowl, which is what everyone wants to win in the NFL. Oh, it's a brilliant throw, and it's brilliant defending. Wide open space by this team, and it's a fumble. And it's in the most fantastic of opportunities and positions, and it's in. Touchdown. Best of luck, San Francisco. It is 21-7. And the Cardinals, who were 7 down, flip the switch, tear out the script, and rewrite the movie. Stomped out. We're doing really good at the moment. Capitalising on errors. Playing a wonderful game of football. Not letting San Francisco get into that's what you want.
Second down. I call this quarterback best for some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty linebacker in the middle of the field that you can depend on. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
49ers getting a bit desperate with these timeouts. Trying to slow the game down, trying to bore Cardinals into submission. Fortunately, the tactic worked, as it's now going to be a potential 14-21. It is a lead by 7 for Arizona. Potential heading into the third quarter.
Inside the 25. First and 10, Brock. The time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they're playing safe for the run. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that board. We have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. A one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway.
Oh.
Gets a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Doing really well, doing really well. Proud, proud, proud.
They certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them. They could really use some more points on this drive.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Oh, it is wonderful play. The lead just keeps getting stretched and stretched and stretched. Like a submissive at the hands of a dom in the dungeons. Getting stretched. As the Cardinals lead 28-14.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming here from the 12. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So here come the 49ers on offense. They work to really cut out for a nap runner to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, plus they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got looking down on his ball handlers.
Welcome in to the Autism Carol, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, with Natasha Crown Fan. How is you? How was work? Or how was your day off? Or how was Twitch streaming going for you? You join us for our final Madden NFL 26 stream as we take the Cardinals to their first and potentially win the Phoenix-based club their first ever Super Bowl trophy. Haven't been in the Super Bowl since the 2008 or 9 season. course, the Indianapolis Colts in this game actually reached into the playoffs. Sadly succumbed to a defeat. And we also beat the Indianapolis Colts last time on this game in our last stream. Once more! What has happened to the 49ers? 7 up in the first quarter and getting absolutely rinsed in this high stakes matchup. 21 down. Of course, make sure to tune in for next live stream, which I have planned. I'm thinking of doing a one Sunday, 4:30 p.m. British Standard Time, for AEW All In, doing a watch along for the pay-per-view. Don't know how it's going to go. It's the first one I've done since SummerSlam 2023, and then I didn't really like it that much, hence why I got rid of it quite early on the same day. But who knows, it might be good. And then on the next week we have WWE 2K26 Universe Mode, NXT Halloween Havoc at 8 p.m. British Standard Time for the last stream of August. So check your... I highly recommend tuning in for those streams, the ones that I have planned, the ones that I don't, which is the AEW one. As you watch, you can see the domination on display. We are in a whole new league against this 49ers side. We continuously make look like a second-rate amateur team.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen to coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. He's hitting blocks downfield. He can show off his...
Oh, it is just a joke at this point. The Cardinals up by 41 points.
To return it. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half.
49ers, they've used all their timeouts.
This one off to his running back complete. And they'll stand it with him. Sit it down at the line. To the line they go. It's second down.
They've got to find some magic. They've got to find some spirit in order to overcome this huge deficit. They're going to have a chance at reaching Super Bowl glory.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup.
we head to the fourth and final quarter of this divisional
Here's 3rd and 3.
playoff round.
Get set. Get set. IT, what's up?
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Completes beyond the marker. They will open up to
Couldn't force the fumble, but we could force
on the line for another 1st and 10.
them to reevaluate their tactics.
Trying an inside give now to McCaffrey. It's on the middle. He's 2nd down.
Davis Gaither on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey.
Down they go. We are just unstoppable. Carol, I really hope you're okay. Usually you would be responding by now, saying I'm good. Oh, good stop.
Desperation time here. He's going to try another deep one here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Finds his target around him.
Oh, we just held him off. We did really well.
To move in the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Run it in, Connor.
Oh,
It's going to leave just a yard out on 2nd and goal.
Stop short of the goal.
not a touchdown, but close.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Nope.
We go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Connor on the option. But they send it backwards on 3rd and goal.
3-yard loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and
Now here comes a field goal
your guys, listen, just give us
for an extra 3.
move the sticks instead. Our defense is energized with that stop. Get another shot across the bow or shit. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Purdy on the play action.
Course, football season starts up next month in America. Hope everyone's looking forward to the new NFL season. Wonder who everyone's predicting to think will win the Super Bowl. Who will even reach into the playoffs.
Cardinals go the dynamic here. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Really good plays, Brock. They back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Is this clean at the 30?
Oh,
Break it, but so
jeez.
excellent return.
Trying to
Gets
kill the
away
man.
from the field. The Cardinals and running back James Conner heading back to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using it is not going to alter this outcome. First down carry for Conner. Oh, he's in a great game. He's going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the
Into the last seconds now. Oh, this is child's play. This is child's play.
To return it. He stopped on the run back to the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that's, put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
Last several seconds now. Game, set, match. 14-52. The NFC Championship game. The unbeaten home streak continues. Hey, that was... He just popped right up into space to get that ball. We glitched our way to a win. Look at that, he just teleported right to the ball. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But we've made it a championship game. Is up for grabs for the Cardinals as we win in this playoff divisional game. I think that was Tom Brady, that stat. Suck it, Braids. Suck it. Is it Brady? No, I think it was Tom Brady. If so, we fucking destroyed him. Get back to running Birmingham City. There we go. Boom. Now we'll advance to the Conference Championship, which we will play. We are once again at home to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not going to be easy. Then we've got the Pro Bowl, which I don't think will be in. And then finally, a Super Bowl. So here's how the playoff the two tables go. The Detroit Lions, Wheezy Blondes team, lose by 2 to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the battle of the birds, Cardinals and Eagles. Philly versus Phoenix. The battle of the two cities that have hosted WrestleMania. Sadly, Baltimore has not hosted WrestleMania, and obviously Los Angeles, they've hosted WrestleMania on numerous occasions, as the Chargers will play the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. 21-7 by the Chargers, 35-13 for the Ravens, 19-17 narrow victory for the Eagles over the Lions, and 52-14, 21-7, 35-13. We are there. Beat the Eagles, and we have one more step and that is the Super Bowl. A trophy the Cardinals have yet to win in their history. So we are going to be playing the full game. Once again, we are at home, unbeaten as well. So potentially for the last time, we've got to protect the nest. There they come, the Cardinals. And the Eagles, their record 12-5. And there's ours 16-1. I am glad you are good, Carol. Got a bit worried about you there. Taking a lot longer than normal to respond. Hope you're okay. There we go. We've got a big match now against the Philadelphia Eagles, hoping to get another win. With the Cardinals, who have a really good record at home, unbeaten. At home, one loss all season, that being against away against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Huge opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to win. Got a good record in the NFC Championship. 2009, they won the championship to get into the Super Bowl, sadly falling to the Steelers. Hoping to enact revenge and avenge. Great state of Arizona is yet, after that 2009 final, yet they didn't appear in a final until 2021. Philadelphia Eagles hoping to claw the dream away from the Cardinals.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to
Number 6, great run. Oh, he couldn't quite get there.
Sets the table in pre-yard scoring position.
And he got sacked.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, couldn't do it. God damn it. It's in. Easy touchdown, Laymas, animation. We lead by 7.
Starting at the 10. It's 20 from Ron. Coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Ron. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Will Johnson there on the cover.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith.
Out we go.
Beyond looks like the 30. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts.
Oh, couldn't catch it.
It's dropped off back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a 4th down.
In proclamation for the Eagles.
Fielded at the 11.
Oh, motherfucker.
So far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed. A chance to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script the games, tell you 15 plays. This entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Connor on the inside gear. And once again, he doesn't need as much before being brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got the play complete.
Oh, it is it. Oh, 13. Oh, yeah, that fucking counts. That fucking counts. That should fucking count. Ah, I'm just playing with them now in the huge game, the NFC Championship. I'm fucking going zigzagging. Oh, that should have been touchdown. There we go, it's touchdown. And we lead. It's 14-0. That's it.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
12 wins, only 5 defeats. Right there for the Eagles. Of course, not to brag, but we did go unbeaten with the Packers in our last NFL journey. Just saying. Down you go.
It's going to be good for Philadelphia first down.
And an Eagles first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside,
Down you go. Yeah, apologise for the lack of commentary. I'm not just trying to. I'm focusing on the game, but I'm also like I don't really have a lot to talk about, which is a cardinal sin for a Twitch streamer. You're struggling. And what the hell you want to even talk about? Oh shit! But not really much has happened since the last stream. I'm really looking forward to AEW All In. I'm not going to be watching NXT Heatwave. I've finished watching Raw, and even then, not much happened. Although there was a really good funny Solo Sikoa promo where Solo was channeling his inner Keanu Reeves and diving out of the way of the warning shots like Neo. Honestly, Solo should get a world title for the comedy alone. Like, give him a championship or something. 'Cause I love the man. This is your warning shot. Pew! And him and LA Knight, they've just got some really good comedy. Royce Keys also came back. The former powerhouse Hobbs, with his own little faction, he's turned heel, which makes sense. He's literally had nothing going for him as a babyface. So, I don't know, turn him heel, make something interesting out of it. But the fact that he's not just heel because he attacked Solo and LA Knight, but he also attacked the Bloodline in Jimmy and Jay. So Jacob's not going to be pleased, but I think they're going to turn Jacob babyface. He's leaving the Bloodline, in my opinion. Then there's no way he's going to be in that faction. It's too long. Everything is going good. Oh, there we go. 2-minute warning. Oh shit. Oh shit. There. I like to think some Twitch users, when they come into my chat, they feel better if they want to communicate with me through text than me using my voice to reply. So that's why I just text whilst I'm reading chat as well as reply. You know, I want to reply to all the chat. I know a lot of the big time streamers don't reply in chat, but I do. That, and I haven't really got like a massive audience that is chatting amongst themselves, so you know, because otherwise a lot of my streams will just be dead air for the most part if we're vocal, and then if we're mute, it's not really as bad, to be honest, because I can just type and text. But if it's vocal and I'm being quite quiet for like hours, yeah, it's not great look. Also gave some advice to Natasha's streams, that being save your VODs, save your videos after you're done streaming. don't delete them or don't have them automatically delete. Save them, and better yet, also set up a YouTube account so that they are instantly there, because Twitch will automatically get rid of your streams after a several amount of time.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. A one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. He's got away up past the 30. Each team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Cardinals and running back James Conner heading back.
Like, the only things that interesting that happened on Raw was the Solo Sikoa segment with the Usos, the promo that they had with LA Knight, a really good match between Penta and La Parka, as well as Phoenix against Dragon Lee in the World Title Tournament to see who faces Roman Reigns on Raw in Mexico. And the Bron Breakker Obafemi contract signing for Sunday night's main event. That was good. I love the little back and forth that Bron will have with Oba, but Bron pulling out like a little bitch kind of hurts his credibility. Bron could go toe to toe with fucking anyone. He went toe to toe. He went face to face with Roman Reigns, for fuck's sake. Like, the man should hold his own against Oba. And I see what they're doing, you know, the whole heel turn thing against Paul Heyman. I don't really give a shit, to be honest, about it. I could see Heyman join Obafemi as babyface. It'll be the first time Heyman's been a babyface in WWE for 2005 at the One Night Stand. 2006 One Night Stand. When he helped RVD. But yeah, that's my thoughts on what's been going on in WWE. Dynamite on Wednesday, which is going to be really good. The last Dynamite, the Go Home Dynamite for All In. Also the last Dynamite for now, for this week, that they'll be in America, because Collision's going to be taped in Glasgow, Scotland, which is going to be really good. I wish I could attend, but prices and whatnot. Same with All In. Yeah, I'm not going to get too bitter about it, but I'm going to enjoy AEW All In, regardless if I was in Wembley Stadium or if I'm not with, or the more reality being that I'm not at Wembley to watch Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. I'm still going to fucking enjoy it in the comfort of my own home, because it's going to be a really good PLE. It could possibly be PLE of 2026. You know, Mania was good. Mania Night 2, Mania Night 1 sucked, to be honest. SummerSlam was good in parts. Both nights of SummerSlam I thought were way better than Mania, which I hate saying half the time. The Rumble was really good. You know, there's still a chance for WWE to show their guns throughout this year, because Mania's not really been that great. And SummerSlam's been really good, but I wouldn't call it really a 10 out of 10 PLE. I think the best PLE I've seen at the moment this year was Double or Nothing, which was AEW, and that was in May. Yeah, All In should be really fucking good. So, you know, because coming over to the UK, we're always starved for these big shows. We rarely, if ever, get a big show that comes over here and has that level of magnitude to come to the UK, because we've not had a WrestleMania, we've had a SummerSlam, you know, back in 1992. We've had obviously the first two All-Ins, which were at Wembley. Forbidden Door, that was really good fumble there, by the way, by the good offense by us. But that Forbidden Door over here in the UK, that was at the O2 last year. We've had a few WWE shows that have come over to the UK. We've had Clash at the Castle come to Wales and Scotland. No Northern Irish pay-per-view. No Republic of Ireland pay-per-view either. And then over here we've had loads of PLEs. WWE came over here to England quite a few times over there. Historic run.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Eagles football and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going.
I think the crowd are going to be so mental for All In. You know, I think All In this year will make WWE look at themselves and think, we've really got to start doing more like big pay-per-views over in the UK or in Europe, because we, UK, Europe, we just fucking make every big show feel like it's the best thing since the invention of the dildo or something. We go crazy for it. Like, we're so up for it. We're quite rowdy. We're quite smart. What the fuck was that? We're quite smarky. We're just a different beast when it comes to the American crowds for like WrestleMania or the Rumble, which it's kind of why I'm upset with WWE hosting Mania over in Saudi Arabia. It's the first of time that WrestleMania has gone abroad. I know why they did it, money. I know why they've got to Saudi Arabia. It makes WWE a shit ton of cash, morals be damned. But surely you look at the Tokyo Dome, where, Wrestle Kingdom for New Japan periodically can sell out the Tokyo Dome quite often. You look at Wembley and you look at AEW, they can sell out Wembley a few times. I think AEW 2023 was a sellout, but
formation. It's 1st and 10.
But yeah, I think that over the course of this year, between WWE and AEW, I've really been impressed with AEW more than WWE. And I'm someone who isn't really the biggest AEW fan. You know, I've been a wrestling fan for almost 20 years, and I've dabbled in AEW since it was first founded in 2019. I watched its debut show sorts, the 2018 All-In pay-per-view set up by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, which was a really good pay-per-view, like really good, solid, loved it. But at that point, I wasn't really... The only two wrestling promotions I was watching in 2018 really were the occasional New Japan Pro Wrestling event, and I won't lie, it is largely because of Kenny Omega. Him being who he is was pretty much the only reason why I'd watched New Japan, because I didn't really have a clue on half of these wrestlers, and I also followed the likes of Chris Jericho, who went over to New Japan, but it also introduced me to some really damn good names in the biz. You know, introduced me to Tetsuya Naito, Hiroshi Tanahashi, who's like the John Cena of Japan, Hiromu Tanahashi, who I adore, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, the Bullet Club, Switchblade, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Lance Archer, like a lot of ex-WWE talent, to be fair, but a lot of homegrown, established names as well. And obviously I watched WWE as well. Which, you know, oh, bollocks. You know, it was dark times, you know, 2017, 2019 was really rough times as a WWE fan. Terrible booking. Vince McMahon being Vince McMahon, you know, that disgraceful being that he is. Literally was running WWE down a cliff, it felt like. And yeah, it was a rough time. Honestly, I've been, you know, as a wrestling fan for over 18 years, ever since I started watching Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling, TNA, back in late 08, because I did watch WWE before then. It was like mid 08, but it was like a trial watch, and I didn't really like what I saw. Hence why I went to TNA, because I just thought it was the better product. It was just less squeaky clean, which is what WWE was. And you think of like AEW for that as well, not being really squeaky clean. But I don't know, AEW, we just haven't clicked. You know, it's like being in a relationship with someone. We haven't clicked. Like, unlike with WWE, where we did. There was growing pains, I won't lie. There was growing pains. There was the period of time where I was questioning the product, questioning my love for wrestling as well. Like, I was seeing a lot of my favourite wrestlers go to AEW. I was seeing really bad booking. as well. I was watching very lackluster shows and pay-per-views. Raw and SmackDown just felt like a bit of a shit show, to be honest. Oh, fuck me. That's terrible.
Defensively, you just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. The receiver, that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
38. Eagles 28.
They'll set up for the onside kick that they must recover. Just one timeout left in their pocket. And the Cardinals dance team secures the football. He'll have it down on the 40-yard line.
But yeah, I'd say so I stopped watching New Japan once the likes of Kenny and the Young Bucks and Cody left, basically. So after Wrestle Kingdom 13, that was me done with New Japan. Because I was like, Kenny's gone, Okada's really good, but I was never that big of an Okada fan. I always thought he was a great wrestler, a fucking tremendous wrestler in New Japan, but I never got behind him. I never really liked him. Like I preferred Naito and Tanahashi and Tamahashi over Okada, who I just thought was really boring, but a fucking brilliant wrestler. But yeah, once Kenny and the Bucks and Cody left to form AEW, I was skeptical. I was like, not only are they going to be setting up what would become the second biggest wrestling organization in the States, but would challenge WWE and be run and partly owned by Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, who are wrestlers. I was thinking, this is probably going to crash and burn, but they had some really good talent. They got Chris Jericho, Matt Hardy, Edge, who'd later come, Christian, who'd later come, a lot of ex-WWE talent. I know I'm just... like a lot of stuff, basically. Can we play it? Or no, we've... So there's the Pro Bowl. We're not in the Pro Bowl, sadly. A really quick show off Carol's team, which is the... Oh, shit. The Colts. So here's the Colts preseason. Lost 14-19 to the Baltimore Ravens. I know it's preseason, so who cares, but it's good to show them off. And then 2 wins beat the Green Bay Packers and the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals. Then you go into the postseason, where they lost to the Bengals 13-33 in the wild card. And now for the actual season. Won 2 in a row, loss. 2 in a row, 1, 2, 3 defeats on the spin. 2 wins, 2 defeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 wins. And then a defeat. There we go. We will be playing the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. Baltimore Ravens hoping to win another Super Bowl. We're lucky. We're hoping to win our very first Super Bowl. 28-21 over the LA Chargers. go to this.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
He does deserve the recognition, let's be fair. Anyway, there's the Pro Bowl all sorted with. We're jumping. One of our players has won Rookie of the Year. It is time for the biggest tournament going. There's number one, the MVP right there. Joe Burrow. Coach of the Year is me. Yes. Oh, suck it, all ears. You lot, you've been in the job for years and years. I come in my first season. Look at me. You gotta love it. Roleplay stuff. Here we go. It is time for the biggest game in the history of the National Football League.
Presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to the Levi Stadium, host of WrestleMania 31. And the host of the Super Bowl. No halftime entertainment provided. Cardinals and the Ravens go head to head. There I am, the coach of the year as well. 16 wins, 1 defeat all season. The biggest match of our career, the Super Bowl. Yeah, I want to say around 2020. Now keep in mind, I stopped watching wrestling when the pandemic happened. Once after WrestleMania 36, which was when the pandemic was happening, so it obviously affected WrestleMania on a huge scale. They couldn't be in a stadium. They couldn't have a crowd. It made a lot of the matches and a lot of WWE and AEW programming so vapid and joyless and quite sad, to be honest. It's why I never. It's why I after Mania 36 I was like I don't want to watch wrestling like this. Like, wrestling without the crowd is just. It's not the same. It's just a horrible feeling. So I just was like, I'm not watching WWE. I'm not watching AEW. And I didn't watch WWE and AEW until I got back into it around January 2023, and it was from hearing Roman Reigns, his theme song, his new theme song, which was called Head of the Table at the time. And I really enjoyed that theme song so much that I was like, I gotta start watching WWE again or some shit. And luckily, I got to catch the following week, the following replay of SmackDown, in which Kevin Owens signed a contract for his match with Roman Reigns at the Rumble, and he basically put Roman through the table and walked off with Sami Zayn trying to help Roman, basically. And I watched it, and I was just like, I love this angle, and I love what they were doing. I loved seeing, it was the first time I seen a heel Roman Reigns in my life, because before that I was used to the babyface Roman Reigns. Lesbians. Damn, Carol, you dirty girl. you role playing some lesbian shit, you dirty girl. You get going, girl. You do that shit. Boom, touchdown. You fucking enjoy that shit. You do what you do. You do you, Carol. You do you, sweetie. If you want to RP lesbian shit, you do that. But like I was saying, about pro wrestling, so I got back into it, and I watched Raw's the 30th anniversary for Monday Night Raw, and Monday Night Raw, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. I liked seeing a lot of them were still there that I knew. There was some obviously talent that I didn't know. Like, I didn't have a clue who Austin Theory was. Damage Control, the Bloodline, stuff like that. I knew obviously of each member. I just didn't know that Roman was a heel and had his own faction and was champion for over 1,316 days. But I won't lie, he got me back into watching the product. His heel run, like with the whole Bloodline shit and Sami Zayn going to Tribal Court, I've fucking bought into that hook, line and sinker. And I watched the Rumble that year, and I usually do. The Rumble's usually my gateway to get back into WWE, to go, right, I'm a wrestling fan. This is, like, it's my favourite pay-per-view. I always will watch it to see who's going to win the Rumble, who's going to return, who's going to debut, who's going to show up. And, I loved it, you know, and I loved WWE since then. I started watching Raws and SmackDowns, heading on after the Rumble. I watched the Elimination Chamber that year, 2023. I watched both nights of WrestleMania 39 that year, and then I stopped again because after Mania is usually when WWE goes on a bit of a slump. For me and creatively and everything, they don't really get back into it around summer period when SummerSlam's around the corner. Well, I had a really good time, and 2023 was a good year for watching WWE content. SummerSlam was really good that year. WrestleMania was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I even enjoyed seeing the nice switch from the Vince McMahon era, even though 2023 was still mostly Vince in charge, to the Triple H era of WWE. And I liked getting to see all these new stars that I'd never really seen before, like Io Sky, and I liked seeing Liv Morgan fucking being a big name player, because I remember when I stopped watching around 2020, she was still kind of in that mid-card phase.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-0 is our score. And we're back
And
in the area.
I sort of just, I won't lie, I drifted for a lot in 2023 with watching WWE, but I also watched AEW that year, quite a bit of AEW. Like, I'd catch when they were announcing the fact that All In was coming to Wembley. I won't lie, I was intrigued. I wanted to see how this would do. I wanted to see it perform really well, and it did for the most part. I remember watching a lot of it. I think I watched it in full. So I got to see it from the first match up until the main event, which was Adam Cole against MJF for the AEW World Championship. Both men were babyface at the time. They were in a tag team called Better Than You, Baby. And they were the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions as well. They even opened up the show to win the ROH Tag Team titles, and they'd close off the show in a title match for MJF's world title, which, I bought into it. I thought, I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of really good talent on display, and there wasn't really much of an inkling of, Kenny Omega, the best wrestlers on the card. Of course, I'm just gonna watch it for him. But it wasn't even that. I was intrigued to see this huge babyface match, this babyface main event. Both guys are tag champs. One was in NXT, who I knew, in Adam Cole, and another was in AEW, which I didn't know, in MJF, which, I won't lie, it was the first time I seen MJF, like the wrestler, like, perform, and got to understand his character and all that, and I won't lie, I loved it. And then 2023 kind of petered out after All In and SummerSlam, to be honest. I'd watched Survivor Series, and I won't lie, it was really good. It was in Chicago as well. Really good War Games match. CM Punk coming back, which caught me by surprise. I didn't mark out like mental, but I was pleasantly interested to see what WWE would do with CM Punk, who has a very tumultuous relationship in the pro wrestling industry, not just with AEW but with WWE. Then that was November. December kind of came and gone. Don't really remember much of it, to be honest. In terms of watching wrestling, I didn't really watch World's End. I didn't watch. I don't think WWE didn't have anything. Shit. Hold on. Oh, come on, type. Hi, Natasha. How is you?
Automatic first down.
Oh, fuck. Evening, Natasha. You join us as Carol's doing role play and it's some lesbian stuff. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's safe for work or whatever. If it's not, you do you. But if it is, you can tell me in Discord, to be honest, or whatever makes you feel comfortable. Because I don't judge that kind of shit. I really don't. And welcome to the chat, Natasha. You join us for the last Madden stream. We're on the Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals, a team who has not won the Super Bowl in their history. And we're up against the Baltimore Ravens. 14-3 Ravens. And we're doing really well. We're 20-0 at the moment, as we're slowly creeping towards halftime in the Super Bowl. And oh yeah, I was talking about wrestling. So we're into January 2024 now. So January 2024, I watched the Royal Rumble, I watched the Chamber, and then I watched both nights of WrestleMania 40, which I thought was really good. Then I stopped until SummerSlam. I think I also watched All In that year because it was in Wembley as well. Kind of just wanted to see what all the fuss was about, and it didn't let me down. It was really good. Not as good as 2023, but just as good. I watched SummerSlam that year, which was fun for the most part. Roman Reigns coming back is still one of my favourite moments of that year because I marked out like crazy. Then it stopped until Survivor Series, which was really fun, but not as memorable as 2023. 2020, as that was November 24. So now we're into January 25. And there was no Rumble that year. It wasn't until February, which Royal Rumble should be a January thing, to be honest. Why it's a February thing makes no sense, because this and last year and this year have both been in February, which is so terrible. Like, the only time, like, I hate it when pay-per-views are on a different month. I always associate the Rumble with January, and it should always be a January. Like, the only time I can accept it being a different month is Mania, because Mania normally is March, April. I hate it when different PLEs get different months. So Rumble 25 really enjoyed. Then I watched Chamber 25, which was okay, wasn't too bad. Mania that year was fun. The first Vegas Mania was fun. Then I stopped and I came back for SummerSlam that year, which again was fun. The hell's that from animation? Like his arms just sticking out. We're out of Mania. So SummerSlam 25, yeah, was really good. It was fun. Survivor Series that year, I think, was better. Obviously, you had Cena's last match, which, you know, was quite upsetting to see Cena retire. And then we head into this year, and I really enjoyed the Rumble pay-per-view. The fact that it was in Saudi, it eventually just didn't really bother me as such. You know, and I got quite emotional seeing AJ Styles retire, because I watched AJ Styles as a kid when he was in TNA, and I literally seen him retire, and it was just a little part of my childhood going away at that point. And it was really quite upsetting to see like one of my favourite wrestlers retire. And then Mania.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
So Mania 42, which again, back in Vegas, due to the fact that WWE made a shit ton of money over in Paradise. I enjoyed it. I remember someone I knew went to Vegas to Mania for the second night, not for both nights. Jesus, like the amount of money and shit that it cost just for the both nights. Like, I tried to get tickets for All In, failed. Like, would have loved to have went, but it's neither here nor there. I'm not really too fussed the fact that I'm not going to be at Wembley. Yeah, Mania 42 was okay. The first night I hated due to the ads. Like, too many adverts and very little wrestling for WrestleMania, the biggest show in the WWE calendar. Having very little wrestling was a crime. Night 2 massively delivered, thank fuck. And then I didn't watch until SummerSlam. Both nights of SummerSlam. The first time that they did it was 2025, which was really good. 2-night SummerSlam. This SummerSlam, really good 2-night SummerSlam. Really enjoyed it. I mean, there's videos up on my channel, on my YouTube channel, of when we went live during the first 2 nights of SummerSlam. And me talking about SummerSlam. That being, watch the WrestlePalooza and the NXT No Mercy PLEs for 2K26, because we talk about SummerSlam night 1 and 2. And yeah, for AEW, I didn't really watch the one AEW pay-per-view I think I watched in 2025. I don't remember watching. Oh no, I did. I watched quite a few in 2024. I think I watched Full Gear that year. I watched, and then into 25, I think I watched Revolution, but I can't remember. I think that was Sting's last match, that pay-per-view. So I didn't watch it. I watched Double or Nothing that year. I definitely remember watching All In and All Out that year, and Full Gear, which were all really good. Especially All In. I fucking loved it that year. Especially the Young Bucks against Ospreay and Swerve. What a fucking match that was. That was match of the night by a country mile. Way better than Okada and Omega. Better than the main event as well. Mox and Hangman. Better than Mercedes getting her private part fondled with by Tony Storm. Um, it's just it was really good pay-per-view, really good show. AW for that like stretch in 25 kind of made me really get behind AW and really enjoy AW, and it was through the likes of seeing John Moxley and Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, like seeing a lot of the familiar names really that I knew throughout my time watching like TNA and New Japan and WWE and stuff like that. And yeah, I got behind watching AEW. And you know, I watched Double or Nothing this year. I fucking love Double or Nothing this year. I got behind Darby Allin as the world champion. I loved his theme song. I love the guy. I think he's one of the coolest wrestlers going since probably Jeff Hardy. I love how much of a shit that he gives into his work as a wrestler, and I also love the fact that he's just a daredevil, will put his body on the line kind of guy. He's just he's a fucking workhorse of that company, and I can't see him as a heel, to be honest. I can never see him as a heel. He's wonderful talent, you know. I had so much love for watching a lot of the older wrestlers that I used to watch, such as Edge and Christian and Jericho to an extent, Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. It was the first time I seen this weird Leo Rush gimmick he's now doing. It was the first time seeing this blend between Scapegoat Jack Perry and Jungle Boy Jack Perry, which was really good to see. Of course, seeing Kenny in the Bucks was amazing. Seeing Hangman Adam Page, another really good talent. Mox is Moxley. The Death Riders as well, like just MGF, like so many fantastic talent and names in AEW, from the men's division, the trios, the tag division, the women's division. Like watching Chris Statlander perform, Jamie Hayter perform, Mercedes, Willow. Like 2020, if there was ever one year to really truly make me a big AEW fan, which I am a bit of an AEW fan, is that stretch from All In 25 to now, really, because I didn't really watch a lot of Revolution. I kind of seen bits and pieces of that PLE. Double or Nothing I really wanted to check out because it was their WrestleMania, and you know, I just think, wow, wrestling, AEW is on this hot patch, maybe not super hot patch that it used to be on, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from All Elite Wrestling in these last few months that I've been supporting the company, like just adoring everything. Like, I think the Willow and Mercedes storyline is the best thing going into All In. I think Will and Kenny alone don't even need a story. They will put on a barn burner of a match. The Young Bucks and Edge and Christian, I love, but I really wish it was like a fatal 4-way ladder match if you involve FTR and the Motor City Machine Guns. Obviously, Swerve's going to debut with the New Day at some stage because they're coming to AEW. Come on. Like every match on the All In card gives me something of a degree of excitement. You've got the trios match, which could be really good. You've got MGF in the Casino Gauntlet match with Andrade for that national title. You've got Kyle Fletcher, the protostar Kyle Fletcher. Oh my god, he's one of the best young talents I've probably seen in wrestling for a long time. And I've always been really impressed with him when I first watched him at All In 25. I love this. I just love how every match feels like, even like some of the filler matches, they may not have much of a great story going into it, but I'm still excited to see the matches. I'm still excited to watch the women's tag match between the Brawling Birds and the Divine Dominion. I'm excited for a lot of shit, really, for AEW All In. I'm more excited for All In than I am for Sunday night's main event, which will have Obafemi and Bron Breakker, which will be a great match. More excited than NXT Heatwave, but I don't really give a shit about NXT. And I'm just... It's fucking great to feel excited as a wrestling fan, because it's quite easy to become jaded and cynical and miserable and depressing and annoyed with the way WWE and AEW can go at times. But when they really hit home and they really do a really damn good supercard and everything kind of hits the right pieces and whatnot, it's fucking magical to see. I haven't felt this way in a long ass time for wrestling. Because, All In 25, I had a bit of, reserves for it. I was thinking, it probably won't perform well, away from Wembley. But it was great. It was one of my favourite pay-per-views of 25. Better than Mania by a landslide. Better than SummerSlam, to be honest. AEW really performed to a lot of great levels in 25 for me over WWE. Still watch WWE, I'm not going to quit it. So yeah, that's my thoughts going into All In. I will be doing predictions later on Instagram, hopefully after Dynamite or Collision finishes up, because I want to see who will face in the finals of the Continental Classic. Boom! Done. But yeah, it's gonna be really excited for All In. You can just tell, I have so much enthusiasm and positivity. And it's not even just cynical and jadedness, it's a literal love of AEW are literally going to be giving me one of the most fantastic nights of entertainment that I've seen for a long time. Again, I'm a wrestling fan of like nearly 20 years. I've seen a lot of my fair share of shit, from TNA, New Japan, WWE, Ring of Honor to an extent, AEW. So, you know, I've been around the block, so I kind of know a little bit what I'm saying. I really hope it's going to be a turning point for AEW, and obviously a kick up the arse for WWE. And it's just, I can't fucking wait. I really can't. I'm so excited for All In.
Your inability to extend drives. It either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession.
He's so good. Oh yeah, and Natasha, enjoy your concert. I've left you some words of advice from streamer to streamer, experienced streamer to experienced streamer, on making sure you save your VODs so that your audience will catch them. Because I'm sure people want to catch your VODs. You've got a following. You know, you've got more followers than me, sweetheart. You save your VODs, keep them up, so that people can watch them and enjoy them. Kind of give you advice and shit, you know. That's just my opinion, you know. At the end of the day, you don't even need to take my advice. It's just advice at the end of the day. Whether you take it or not is your choice, really. Here we go. 2 minutes to go in the final of the Super Bowl. Look, we're doing really well. Mind you, I've talked half of it about wrestling, which is... It's like comfort, really. I can talk about wrestling literally for hours. You know, I've been a fucking wrestling fan for 18 years. You know, I've seen my favourite wrestler retire this year in AJ Styles. I love the guy so much. Watched him since I was a kid. Him, Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton and Kenny Omega would be on my Mount Rushmore. And who knows, maybe by the time I watch, Will Ospreay is also really, he is so close to getting on that list. Like, if I did a current Mount Rushmore, if I did two separate Mount Rushmores for like the retired legends and then the current base talent for retired, Stone Cold Steve Austin would be number one in my opinion. Never really saw the guy wrestle that much, given the fact that I was born when he was supernova hot, and obviously as a baby I wasn't going to watch the Attitude Era, but from the clips that I've seen, from the pay-per-views that I've watched, and the matches that I've seen, Austin is like number one for me. Austin, Stone Cold. And then number two, I put Triple H on there, number two. Really loved Hunter. Less so as a booker and less so as a human being at times, but you know, as a wrestler, babyface, heel, Hunter, Triple H was one of my favourites growing up. 3, Undertaker. I think he's class. Like, the longevity of the guy and he has always stayed loyal since he debuted in November of 1990 is incredible. The matches he's had with a catalogue of Hall of Famers is mesmerising, and it's hard not to love The Undertaker. And then the last one be Shawn Michaels, like the Heartbreak Kid, one of my favourite wrestlers of all time.
Finally hear it, and it's true. The Arizona Cardinals are Super Bowl champions. So this performance,
And for the first time in their history, the Arizona Cardinals have achieved the promised land. They've climbed the mountaintop. The Arizona Cardinals have won the Super Bowl. And there is the NFL commissioner giving me the Vince Lombardi trophy. The 60th Super Bowl crowns its first ever win for the Arizona Cardinals. So yeah, real quick, I'll just finish up the Mount Rushmore of current wrestlers that I put on my Mount Rushmore. Number one, and by the way, this is no order. Same with the previous one. Number one, I'd have to say, it's a shame. By the way, AJ would get into that list of my retired ones, but I can't. Where do you make a space for AJ when I've put Austin, Triple H, Undertaker, and Shawn in there? Like, if I was to remove one, I'd probably swap Undertaker for AJ, because I really do love AJ Styles. In fact, I would swap the Undertaker for AJ Styles, but I love AJ Styles. So much.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Arizona defense coming up big. They force the fumble, balls loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop
But I
it
would
up,
give
and he wants
for my
to score.
for my
He will.
current day
Touchdown.
Mount Rushmore for non-retired.
Cardinals get it done.
Number
Congratulations
one.
to them. They are your Super
Number
Bowl
one, Kenny
champions.
Omega. Kenny is number one, and he always will be number one to me. He's the best wrestler in the world, bar none today, and he is on that list. Ever since I first watched his matches, the first one that I watched really of him, that I really started to love, Kenny, probably the tag match with Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers against the Young Bucks. Strong Style Evolved 2018, I want to say that one was. And then it really superseded my love with Kenny for the matches with Tanahashi and Wrestle Kingdom 13, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Kazuchika Okada Dominion 2018, the 2 out of 3 falls match for the IWGP Heavyweight title. The one in which Kenny finally beats Okada was fucking huge. As a Kenny Omega fan, like, loved it. That, and he beat a kid in a wrestling match as well. All the more reasons to love the cleaner, the best belt machine, Kenny Omega. Number 2, John Moxley. I think out of all 3 Shield members, I love Roman, I love Seth, but I think Dean Ambrose, John Moxley is, like, class. Like, the matches I've seen with him in AEW. The Kyle O'Reilly match, The Hangman Page match that I've seen at All In this year, last year, that was crazy. I love the Death Riders stable. I love what Mox is doing with that stable. Um, I love really like babyface heel, whatever Mox is doing. I just fucking enjoy the guy. And so yeah, Kenny Omega, John Moxley, number 3. I really want to give it to a WWE guy because I don't want it to be totally AEW centric, but there is a shout to be made for Swerve Strickland. There's a big shout you can make for Will Ospreay. There's, oh my god, who do you give it to? That's the thing. So many wrestlers, so many good ones as well in WWE and in AEW. Number 3. See, I want to put Roman in, but I don't really want to put the Shield all in. You know, I love Seth, I love Roman. I want to put Jacob in there as well because I really enjoy Jacob Fatu. Bron Breakker, I'm putting Bron Breakker in the 3rd spot. I adore what they're doing with Bron Breakker. It may be a bit of like bias, but I loved playing with him in 2K25. I loved putting all the titles on him in my universe modes that I did. Always putting Bron Breakker as world or WWE champion. Putting on match, always having him beat Roman Reigns nearly every time. But in real life, I fucking love Braun. He's a beast. He's so athletic. He's so fast. He's so brutal. He's the best failed. I hate saying that because it makes me sound like I hate the guy. But he's the best NFL to WWE guy that I've ever seen in the biz. He's amazing at it. He's fucking class. I love Bron Breakker. So yeah, Kenny Omega, number 1. Number 2, Jesus Christ, John Moxley, and number 3, Bron Breakker. So number 4, this is tough. Number 4. Number 4. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. There we go. There's our stats for the 25-26 season, by the way. We batter the Baltimore Ravens to win the Cardinals their first ever Super Bowl. We're Coach of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Walter Nolan. And there we are, Super Bowl. And also we got the Super Bowl MVP. Look at that, a fantastic year for us. You love to see it. You really do. You love to fucking see it. So yeah, Bron Breakker, John Moxley, Kenny Omega. You really, it is so much of a shout to put Will Ospreay in here because I've watched quite a few Will Ospreay matches from his time in New Japan, obviously in AEW as well. He's amazing. Like, you can't go wrong with 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 the guy. Um, Will Ospreay, MJF. You could put Adam Cole maybe, but the concussion as well. Marty Scurll was always underrated, but he's kind of got blacklisted from a lot of promotions now, which is a bit sad. Well, I say it's sad; it's kind of his own fault. But he was always good talent for when I did watch him back in Ring of Honor. Cody. You see, if AJ Styles didn't retire this year and he beat Gunther, I would have put AJ in my current list, but he's not. He's retired, and he's in the retired Mount Rushmore. Kenny, Mox, Braun. By the way, I'd love to see like Carol's Mount Rushmore for like WWE names and or just your Mount Rushmore wrestlers and Natasha's. Um, I'm number 4. You see, Kurt Angle as well for the retired list. Christopher Daniels for the retired one as well. Samoa Joe currently, although Joe's that WWE run of Joe really did make me just go down a bit on Samoa Joe. Eddie Kingston, another one you could put in there. Punk. You know what? I'm gonna put. Oh, fucking hell. Osprey, Swerve. See, AW have so much good talent. Okada as well. Um, Konosuke Takeshita, you know, Kyle Fletcher can be the 4th guy. So that's my like current Mount Rushmore. It probably will change as well. Like you know, Osprey. I've excluded Will Osprey, Swerve Strickland, Okada, Takeshita, Switchblade Jay White, Naito if he's still kicking, Tanahashi who's now gone to WWE, um, Evil who's gone to WWE. Um, like I'm obviously excluding a lot of names. Hangman Adam Page as well. The Young Bucks. Like if we're to do fucking tag team Mount Rushmore, the Young Bucks would be up there along with the Motor City Machine Guns. But I'd always put the Guns, Beer Money, the Bucks, and FTR for like tag teams. Um, yeah, Hangman Adam Page. I'm excluding him off this list. Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro, I always thought he was a beast and he was so underutilized in WWE. I hated the fact that they never gave him a chance as well. That was a man I so wanted to see with the WWE title, and they did not do it. They de-pushed him so hard, and I'm kind of glad he's getting his flowers in AEW because he fucking deserves it, and he deserves to be a world champion of a major organization at some point. It really upsets me seeing that man without a world title. I know he's won the CML world title, the CMLL world title, and the Ring of Honor world title, but I want him to win like either the AEW world title or the WWE world title at some stage in his career. He didn't get a chance in WWE, so he has a chance in AEW, and I think he's got the work rate and the ability to actually be a world champion in that company. So yes, Kyle Fletcher, the Proto Star, the current AEW International Champion, is 4th in my current day Mount Rushmore of the non-retired wrestlers of any promotion. So literally AEW have 3 and 1 for WWE. And you know, I have my reasons. I think Kyle Fletcher is the hottest young up and coming talent. Like, he is so young, he's so fucking brilliant, and I love seeing what he's doing in the Don Callis family. I think he's got a hell of a future ahead of him and could very much be a future AEW World Champion. I think he's better than Okada and Takeshita. Like, like, in my opinion, just my opinion. Again, I've not watched a lot of Okada in New Japan. I've not watched a lot of Takeshita over there. I know that them two are brilliant names, especially Okada. But from what I've seen, and when I've watched a Kyle Fletcher match, I look at the guy and I go, "You are fucking class," and I love the shit out of you. And maybe it is because he dresses in pink and has a skinhead and is fucking tremendous, tremendously dressed, and you know, the gimmick of the protostar. I love it. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher is there. Bron Breakker, he's one of the best I've seen from the NFL into the WWE. He's got so much speed. He's so raw. He's so amazing. He's so fast. He's scarily good. And he's a future world champion as well in WWE. He is electric when he's on. He may not be a good promo. He's not the greatest on the mic, but as a wrestler, he is brutal. And I just think he's like a mini Roman Reigns mixed with Brock Lesnar. He's just so amazing. It's scary how good he is. He's so brilliant. In fact, a lot of the reason why these 4 are on here because they are future world champions or even established world champions and big names. And then Mox and Omega, who have won the AEW World Title. Mox has won the WWE title as well. One of the only few people to do that. He's won a handful of other accolades: IWGP US Champion, WWE United States Champion, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Like, criminally underutilized in WWE. White hot for a decent amount of period when the Shield broke up. And then buried and given shit gimmicks towards the latter days of his run in WWE. Rebuilt himself in AEW, and whether he's babyface or heel, I fucking love whatever Mox is doing. The fact that he's there, existing, and just performing at a super elite level is just tremendous. And, you know, I adore it. You know, he bleeds easily like Ric Flair, but you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. He's fucking class. Adore Moxley. So that's why he's on here. Like, I always adored him. I adored him in WWE. Really loved him. He was probably my favourite Shield member. I definitely preferred him over Roman and Seth when they were teaming. Even though Roman and Seth would be the better wrestler. Seth is the better wrestler. But I get more out of seeing Moxley than I do with Seth. I think Seth now is very too easily injury prone, and I think Roman is quite basic as a wrestler. Even though he's been wrestling for years, he always feels basic to me. And yeah, Kenny. What can really be said about Kenny Omega? I've literally waxed lyrical about the guy. I've talked about some of my favorite matches of him. I got emotional seeing him leave New Japan. That fucking Undertale entrance that he did with Hopes and Dreams. You know, fucking, it was beautiful, man. You just had to been there. um, but yeah, I just adore Kenny Omega. He's he will always be the best wrestler in the world to me. Um, like I would love it if he came to WWE. Honestly, I really would love if Kenny was in the WWE. But I also don't want to see him in WWE because WWE would bury him or give him a shit gimmick. I know technically AEW is technically a bit of a caricature of himself. You know, the best version of Kenny Omega was at New Japan. But the amount of freedom and shit that Kenny has, and also the fact that Kenny is one of the EVPs of AEW, so he's not going to jump ship to WWE anytime soon. Um, like his work rate, his ability on the mic, his promo skills, his matches, his overall personality, the fact that he's literally came back from diverticulitis, the same thing that impacted Brock, um, and he's still performing at this intensely high work rate as AW World Champion as well. You know, it's hard not to love fucking Kenny Omega, even if even if he's a bit of a bitch. Like heel Kenny Omega, adore him. Babyface Kenny Omega, adore him. Tweener AW Tweener, um, Kenny Omega, love him. I fucking love whatever Kenny does. Whatever, whether you're supposed to cheer Kenny or boo Kenny, I literally look at the guy and I literally see one of the most beautifully put together all around wrestlers that I've ever seen whenever watching pro wrestling. Um, you know, not probably not since Shawn Michaels, and he reminds me so much of Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles. Maybe that's why I love Kenny Omega so much. He reminds me of my favorites, Shawn and AJ, who were just always class in the ring. You know, you had your Cenas, your Tanahashis, your Okadas, and that, but Kenny, I don't know, just there's something about Kenny Omega that really struck with me, that I was like, holy shit, this guy is the best wrestler in the world, bar none. Like up there with AJ Styles, in my opinion, who I always looked at as the best wrestler as well. But Kenny was like a step above AJ, and that's kind of why I fucking waxing lyrical about Kenny Omega. Like literally, I'm, my tongue is knee deep in the arsehole of Kenny Omega at this rate. Like I adore that man so much. I love seeing the guy, whether he's a chicken shit heel, a badass babyface, the leader of the Bullet Club. I just I don't know, there's just this energy and aura about Kenny that just makes me lose myself, kind of takes me back to being a kid and being young and being carefree and responsibilityless, and you know, it takes me back to simple fucking times when I didn't have a horrible car crash of a year, and I can watch Kenny and I know that I'm going to be in it for the long haul, but I'll enjoy his matches, and I will always, you know, be blown away by what I'm seeing with Kenny, like, and I can't hate the guy. He just comes across as this wonderful guy, both in and out of the ring, from what I've seen. That just makes me enamored with Kenny Omega, and it's quite crazy because you know there's members of the Elite that I don't really like all that much. You know, don't get me wrong, I love Hangman Adam Page as well. I love Marty Scurll for different reasons. You know, he was good. Yes, he's a bit blacklisted, but I think he had an awesome gimmick, and I did like seeing him. Cody, don't get me wrong, I hate the way he's booked, but as a guy, as a you know, as a wrestler and as a person, you know, I love Cody as well. And then I always look at the Bucks. They come across as arseholes, I won't lie, like outside of the ring, but they are extremely talented and gifted. They are like the best tag team, or one of the best tag teams that I've ever seen. You know, yeah, I can look past a lot of the shit with the Bucks. But yeah. Anyway, we've waxed lyrical about Kenny Omega. So yeah, that's the reason why Kenny Omega is my favorite wrestler in the world. And I do want to hear other people's Mount Rushmores, whether it's your retired Mount Rushmore of, you know, classic wrestlers like your Hogans, your Rocks, your Austins, to your current list, male, female, tag team. Any promotion, any era, I do not care. You could be New Japan, All Japan, WWE, TNA, AEW, WCW, ECW, fucking MLW, fucking anything. Just literally just like, let me know. So anyway, I'm just going to show off this because I don't think we ever did do a Thursday night football game in this tournament in our Madden playthrough. So this is like a little bit of a bonus, and even then I'm only going to stop at the first touchdown. But yeah, fuck me. That was good. That was good fun. That was good conversation. A good self-conversation. Talking to yourself for like 2 hours. Going crazy and wanking off to rattling your favourite wrestlers on a Mount Rushmore. Which, you know, I want to hear from other people who watch WWE and AEW, like your Mount Rushmore, favourites of any era, retired or not. Heck, even make two separate lists for your retired and your non-retired. It can be male, it can be female, it can be tag team. I don't care. And let's just talk. Let's just talk about it. Boom, sit down. We're done. I'll do the field goal at least. Boom, well done by the Super Bowl champions. Quit. Exit, yes. Wonder who'll do the FIFA thing. I automatically lose. Because FIFA does that. You automatically lose. I'll just show off. Let's see. Team. And the regular. Thursday, Sunday. It's a big Monday game. Only one Thursday and one Monday. So there you go. That's a lot of games. Oh, no. Hold on. There we go. There we are. Create the players. So yeah. Next stream potentially could be Sunday for AEW All In London, 4:30 PM. I hope people can come in and watch the stream, even though you're going to be probably looking at me, because I ain't risking copyright. I ain't losing my channel over the thing I love talking about the most, pro wrestling. So yeah, enjoy. Congratulations, Kiera. Throughout your career, you were an incredible judge of talent, but you weren't always the best at putting that talent to use. Fuck you. You fell short of your lottery coaching goals, but be proud. You may not be an all-time legend, but you achieved a lot during your one-year career. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. So yeah, All In London, potentially 4:30 PM. Might stream it for a watch along. If I don't, then the next proper stream will be on the 31st of August, Monday, 8 PM British Standard Time, for WWE 2K26 Universe Mode, NXT Halloween Havoc, 8 PM British Standard Time, so tune on in for that stream. And then that will be August complete. We'll be into September. And till then, have the wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, wherever, whoever. Fucking enjoy yourself.